Hey guys, Main here from Breakout. I am back with another episode of Payout of the Week. Every single week, I go and find a big payout from a trader at Breakout and I share it with you. We try and reverse engineer it, see if we can both reverse engineer what these top traders are doing. Maybe we'll learn something. The traders at Breakout have been absolutely printing, and again, we're going to be covering an Ethereum trade. ETH recently made a new all-time high, so this is another ETH trade that had a fantastic result. So this week's trader payout that we are featuring is another leaderboard trader who goes by Pink Beans. Now, this may be CryptoCred's alter ego. Let's get into the terminal here and I will talk about this trade. All right, so we're now in the Breakout terminal and you can see here the exact trade that Pink Beans took. This trade ended up generating just over $17,000 in profit. They were only in the trade for 8 hours. So keeping in mind that you get up to 5x leverage on ETH, they opened a position size of about 40 ETH. This is a $175,000 notional position, and they basically longed the breakout here. So you can see where their entry is, where their take profit is. This is the duration of the trade, and you can see here the total profit right around $17,000. Now, they did not use a stop loss. So I don't actually know where their stop loss would have been. I put it just down at the recent low. That's where I would have put it. And the risk reward here is still pretty healthy, even with your stop all the way at the low, over 2.5 hours. This trade was taken and held for only 8 hours. And then guess what? Pink Beans was able to immediately request a withdrawal, keep trading, and then have that withdrawal processed and paid within 24 hours. We're the only prop firm that lets you trade like this. Make money, withdraw it immediately, keep trading, treat it like a job. You don't need to run up your account and then hope that you can withdraw 2 weeks from now. You can withdraw your money when you need it. Now, why did they take this trade? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I sat on here for about a good 15 minutes trying to figure out why they would take this setup. Usually what I do is I go down to the high time, up to the high time frame first, and I say, okay, what do I see, right? What would cause me to enter a trade? And I'll start and I'll say, okay, maybe there's a level on, the daily, right? Maybe there's a level on the daily. Okay, well, there is this daily order block here, right? So that's maybe something that's worth mapping out. And then I'll zoom in a little bit lower and I'll say, okay, what else is there? What else is there? Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. Is there anything that would get me to enter the trade right here? It's like, well, not really, because yes, we're testing this, daily order block here, but this is just a massive green candle. I would have been looking for an entry, to be honest with you, and I did enter because you guys know if you watch on YouTube, we longed down here and then we longed the pullback right here after this kind of Tom Lee telegraphed long. But Pink Beans here, I went from the weekly down to the 1 hour. I'm like, why did they enter right here specifically? Like, this hourly candle is just a massive green candle. Go down to the 30-minute. It's a massive green candle. Go down to literally the 5-minute chart. And this is a straight up vertical candle. There are no levels here. This is purely a breakout long. So how does one enter a position like this? Well, first of all, Pink Beans probably has some big old cojones on them because they are effectively just blind longing the breakout. Because on no matter what time frame you go here, yes, ETH was bullish. We all wanted ETH to go up, but there's no structure here on the low time frame or reason to enter exactly where they did. Even this 15-minute candle alone, this 15-minute candle is $300. It's a 7% candle. So they were likely on the 1-minute chart. I don't see how they could have been on any time frame higher than this. They were on the 1-minute chart, maybe the 5-minute. They saw price break out, right? So we were range bound here. We finally broke out. You got this really big cup, this really big 1-minute candle here, and they just longed. Now, is that the type of trade I would take personally? No. I mean, I don't have a system that allows for these types of entries. That's just not how I trade. I buy generally on retests, pullbacks, sweeps. Some people trade breakouts, and that is exactly what this looks like to me. Like at the 15-minute chart here, you could be like, okay, this is your range. Clearly, this is a breakout, but they didn't even buy on the 15-minute because by the time this candle confirmed it was a breakout, we were already at 4,600. So like I said, they were very likely on the 1-minute chart, and they were just saying, hey, This is support. I think we're going to go up. It's breaking out and they just long. So it's a ballsy trade. That being said, the risk is relatively defined because if this is the range that you're trading a breakout from here, you buy the breakout. That's exactly what they did. To me, this is why I put the stop here. Well, a stop is if we get back in the range or trade all the way to the range low, that idea is wrong. And then they were just targeting the prior all-time high as the liquidity target. And so this ended up working perfectly. Like this is a 10 out of 10 executed breakout long, but I wish I had more to tell you. I wish there was an order block I could point to or an SFP or, a fair value gap pullback, even on the low time frame. But this is quite literally a 10% move and they just bought as it happened. They bought the breakout. Not saying you can't do that. Breakout allows you to trade however you want. If you want to take a 6-figure notional position on a breakout, go for it. We're not going to stop you. If you want to use all of your margin on one trade and not even put a stop loss on, we don't require you to, go for it. We're the only firm where you can literally trade how you want to trade. The only thing you have to worry about is not breaching the drawdowns. Otherwise, use all your margin, go long and short at the same time. Don't use a stop loss, trade during the news. We don't care. Trade how you want, get massive payouts like this one, $17,000, withdraw it immediately, and then keep trading. So I don't really have much else to add here, guys. This is a fantastic trade. Like I said, this is to me just a purely breakout long. There's no other way to view this, in my opinion, just based on where they entered. It's a breakout, and they just aped it, assuming that this wasn't going to sell off. They just aped it, and it worked out perfectly. They exited right near the prior highs here. Less than 1 day in this trade, only 8 hours, $17,000 profit. And Pink Beans is right now on our leaderboard in the 14th spot. There's 5 days left in the month of August. That's a lie. There's actually 6 days and 4 hours and 10 minutes. We have these beautiful countdowns here for idiots like me who don't know how to do these things on our own. So they have a few days left, just under a week, to try and climb into the top 10. And they're within striking distance. They're less than $10,000 away. Remember, our top 10 for volume traded and profit get a cash bonus. And I'm just looking here now. Pink Beans is actually #1 on trading volume. So they're going to get a cash bonus, very likely, for being #1 on trading volume here. And if they're able to climb into the top 10 on profit, they'll get another bonus for that, on top of being up over $40,000 this month. So fantastic stuff. Super excited for Pink Beans. If you want to be featured in one of these episodes, sign up to Breakout and start trading. Take advantage of this volatility that we're seeing with the help of Breakout. That's all I got for this one, guys. I'll talk to you in the next one.